The ubiquitous Craftsman molding head doesn't probably have any place in a professional production run woodworking shop, but it's a beautifully versatile tool for the small run kind of guy. I use it usually just to make trim. I don't actually plow the back of much with it. I use it to make trim. And I've experimented some with the variety of profiles that it offers you. And I've used the glue profiles a time or two. These are the ones I use most for producing columns. But when you get this out of the box, you'll find that the cutters are rather coarsely ground. Very coarsely ground. In fact, there is little or no sharpness to that at all. And if you really want a good cut, it's best if you clean it up first. There is a tremendous difference in cutting between these two, and it's not particularly hard. All I've done now is take a moment and flatten the front of this on a diamond stone, and then I polish the back until I get a nice reflective edge all along this surface. As long as you do not grind this edge in any way, your tool will remain accurate. So let's see how I did that. I start with a diamond stone, a little bit of oil. Take your cutter and rock it up. These have a nice wide cutting face, so it's fairly easy to hold them level. Check frequently, because there's no need to grind beyond. So you can see here, this is what the last one did. It started in at the corners, worked towards the face. So this is kind of ground a little hollow. I'll go ahead and make that polished all the way across the top. Don't let your mother hear you say that. Let's say, oh darn. Good job. It's not necessary to grind this whole level flat. You just need to get out to that edge. And you can see I've gotten all the way out to the edge, all the way across. Now we'll flip over and polish the backside. And if it's like the other cutter, it's high here, here, and here. So we'll just quickly bring her down flush. Once again, it's not necessary to polish the whole back. You don't want to. You just want to polish it until you get a nice reflective edge all the way along the cutting tip. Now we got that reflective edge. Probably, good job, buddy. Probably you've put a burr on here. So the very last thing you want to do is flip it back over and just carefully rub it flat again. And there you have it, one completed cutting edge. This is much closer to a hand plane now, as opposed to what it started out at, which, I mean, it's completely dull. So if you have one of these tools and you're dissatisfied with the job it does, just take and do that. I've already done two cutters. Even talking with the kiddo, I've got less than 5 minutes of cutter in. One more to do. It will be night and day. Now obviously on some of these you really can't polish the gullets. Certainly not very easily. Yes, hold on, son. So what I do here is I simply polish the back. It's not a 100% perfect solution, but it makes a tremendous difference. Wherever I can, I try to get in there and get those gullets, and you can actually see a burr down in the bottom of those gullets, they really need to be honed. But I don't actually own a hone that'll fit there. So for the moment, I polish the back and I run it. Tremendous difference. If you have your Craftsman and it's been sitting on the shelf because it does tear out and it sends splinters flying and it's a horrible, horrible tool, give polishing it a try. You will not regret it. When you see shavings like these, this is the benefit of sharpening your molder cutter. It's a jack plane spinning around down in there. So that makes a tremendous, tremendous difference as to how well it cuts.